Namaste. It's a pleasure for me. Quite good. Before I begin, may I just ask the audience, so I can get a familiarity, if that's okay, how many of you out there in the audience today are managing a mobile program like at a corporation level? I'm just curious of that, because I want to talk to you after. But I'm just curious how many. So just a few, so a handful. Okay. Well, what I'm going to share with you is a little bit about what Microsoft is doing in that capacity, and perhaps you'll find it insightful and interesting to what your organizations may be doing, or also I think interesting in that in some regards we're really in our infancy around a broad strategy to managing, mobile global employees. Okay. So with that, before I talk to the world, because I am privileged and honored to be here in your beautiful country of India, I'd like to just talk a little bit more specifically. This is the only real slide on Microsoft as a company. I hope many of you are already familiar with our company and even use our products perhaps. But Microsoft India, we're very pleased to be here. We have a total of 7 locations and 5,000 plus employees throughout your wonderful country. We're primarily in 2 major centers. One is in Hyderabad, so a little bit further south of here, of course. And that is our primary development center, that are also known as our IDC. So you'll hear stuff in the paper and whatnot. That is a major recruitment hub center for Microsoft. We bring a lot of college talent into that, and we also bring some talent from Hyderabad into our headquarters in Redmond, Washington. It's interesting, just 10 short years ago, that development center had 2 products and just 20 employees. And you can see from the numbers that I've shared here, just in 10 years, they're now responsible for over 50 products and nearly 1,400 people. So that's quite a trajectory of growth there. The other thing that's located down in our Hyderabad center is our Global Services Technology Center is there as well. Then if you move just a little bit even further south, down to Bangalore, which I have to admit is a beautiful city in India. In Bangalore, we have our Microsoft Research Center. So that is one of our 5 worldwide research labs. We have one in Cambridge and a few other places, one in China, and of course up in Redmond as well. Engineering and whatnot. Also in Bangalore is our Global Tech Support Center. Those are the 2 primary areas there. And then finally, of course, every organization has to have sales, and so we do have sales offices located in Pune, Chennai, Mumbai, and here in Delhi as well. So that's kind of our footprint on India. If you weren't aware, that's where our people are. So the dirty little secret about Microsoft, we move about 5,000, 6,000 employees, new and internal transfers around the world every year. But we didn't have, up until the last 8 months, we didn't have a global mobility strategy. We really didn't have something that was totally comprehensive. So before we sat back in our corporate offices and pretended to know what might be a benefit, so we kind of coined the phrase, and I'm sure you heard it, global, right? Global and local. So what your talent challenges are here are a bit different than they are in Redmond, Washington, and a bit different than they are in the UK. So we needed to think about a common platform with very localized approach that would be meaningful to your culture and country. We decided to interview Line HR. And it was resounding. It was 3 key themes that we heard. That they didn't know what they didn't know. But they knew, this was interesting, but they knew there had to be a better way than what they were dealing with us today. And yet they only wanted to know, he's right, we lose a lot of talent. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later from that.